Okay, so I'm thinking about making the land or like a cliff thing, so I got some browns. And if you have some browns, it's good. It's not to overuse. You could always mix your own. Oh, anyways, there's some browns. I'm going to use like a dark blue to blacken that, and then some greenish foliage thing. Now I'm whipping these up pretty fast, and I think I'm going to... I'm not sure how I'm going to put this up there. Maybe I'll use this brush. But this has a lot of white in it. So I just got done cleaning this brush and cleaning my hands, because that's what you can always do in the middle of things. It's like it's like I just cleaned my hands and they're like this. So clean your hands, clean your brushes. Oh brother, okay. This has a lot of white, but that might be cool as a different thing. I'm gonna need some saffron or safflower. That's what it is. Some saffron. I'm doing this in safflower oil rather than linseed oil. Why? Because maybe, I don't know, it's different. So I'm gonna mix a little. This is all the white that's still on there coming off. Now I don't want to. I don't want to get that. I want to get some of this blue and this brown. That's what I think I want to do. The blue and brown here together. I think I'm just going to start adding it with the palette knife so I don't like mess up. Like squash it around. Now I want to do like a cliff. Let's see, coming down like maybe here, but just coming down into like rocks here, and then kind of going in like that. That looks bad, but that's where the cliff will be. And since there's a lot of paint underneath, that's going to be a lot of paint to get on there. So the edges are probably something I want to get preserved. As it gets in there, just kind of smush it, because it's not the paint underneath at that point. There's blue, so there's brown, and kind of palette knife kind of getting that that's good. Coming down in there like that. I know I might use a lot of just broad type stroke, broad palette knife, jamba wamba. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a jamba. I definitely want to have peak kind of thing going on here, and you don't have to smush over everything you've done beforehand. I mean, if it, what looks like it might be a mistake can actually come out to be an interesting thing of the painting. So I'm gonna try this. Now I'm saving this kind of green. This is a dark bluish green, and trying to make it look like rock, but then again, this is all just hyper imaginative thing going on. So some green over here. I want to have browns and darks. So I'm going to scrape up the rest of that paint there. Put in kind of a secondary thing. That's good. I like that. Okay. And did not use any of that brown, so scrape some of that up. Go in here with it. It's kind of cool to leave, I think, anyways, some of these primary colors, I mean, right out of the tube, showing up and showing through. I'm going to scoop up some of that light green thing, stick it in here, because this is kind of a side craggy thing. And I don't know about that, but something's interesting with having that palette knife thing going on. I usually brush a lot of that stuff down. This is going to be kind of a beach area here. I guess you could use more green. Maybe you can make that a cave-like thing. And maybe some of that lighter. This is kind of like a light forest green. It looks good, like as a plant. Maybe some of that down here. Maybe some of that up here. Alright. Well, that's interesting. I think, maybe. I got planted some rock on it. Now there's something else I wanted to do here, but I think I need more paint. Give me a second. I don't know. I'm getting a little experimental. Okay, so I got some of this stuff, the same types of, but I'm using a little bit more blue. I mean, dark blue, the brown, and the light brown. I want to save this for something else. I'm done. I want to do, oh, this is, gotta be careful with this camera. Putting oil paint smudges on it. See, there's a rock here, up and down, pretty much cliffish bit. Now over here, on this side, I want to do something similar. Okay, and I think I'll stick with the palette knife and try something that's going to be almost overhangish. Oh, this definitely needs some darker blue here. Now there are kind of types of valleys that are carved out, and the valleys are on the Big Island, on some of these coastal areas. They're very out in the middle of nowhere, and they're very scenic and they're hard to get to. Oh, that's looking, I like how that's turning out. Those colors, and it's very rock-like. So it's like the purple and the browns. You don't mix them completely up, and it shows with palette knife. But some of these valleys are just carved out with river water that flows off the mountainside, goes to the ocean, and as it goes to the ocean, it has these little inlets to the ocean. Yeah, that sort of thing. So on this bit, we got some of this, the blue and the browns working well together, and it's looking like kind of like that barren rock. It's not particularly vegetation too much. Now what I'm going to do here is have something to the effect of big rock kind of deal, and I need more of that blue. And over here, oh, I can use that over here. Oh, I could make that like the river flow that way or something in there. That's a thought. I just changed the topography of the plan of this. So, yeah, see if I can make that happen. And what that happened was, what I was thinking is, see, I was going to make like a pool of water down here, and it kind of just separate, and maybe someone standing there. But this could be kind of actually beach-like, and this can be that kind of aqua bit, and this can be kind of like almost fresh water flowing down into it. How am I going to do that? Okay. Well, finish the rocks. So right here, let's just make giant, neat rocks. Rocks that are rock-like. And I've heard really good artists, I mean artists that are actually good, really, and they'll say stuff like, oh, I like it when paintings, you don't have to, they don't feel like they have to cover all of the canvas with paint. So there's like little like stuff peeking out like that. You know, you can like, yeah, leave it. But now that I'm talking about it, I'm caving it in what I said. Okay, and I have like a big kind of up and down thing here. And while I'm at it, I like the idea of this being a cave. As that is cave, it will be dark. And hopefully you'll be able to get it. That's a cave. And using a lot of blue. So, and I don't like to use a lot of blue because I like to save it for, well, this is ocean, but places where you use a lot of blue is ocean, and that's where blue is pretty cool. And it's kind of chunky looking over there. I wanted to make that seem like an undercut. I like the way that turned out, so I just keep some of that stuff in there. But this is definitely a chunky looking precipice. Oh gosh. Okay. But over here we're going to have rock. And some of that brown. one place I do like to make sure the paint goes to is the edge of the canvas. I do like to have that kind of going on. But artistic smears where the canvas shows through is good for the middle of the canvas, maybe. Okay, there's some rock here. Another rock here. Okay, I'm going to stop with the rock because I think what I want to do next is do something about the beach. I have to think for a second. I think what the thing to do would be kind of an orangey bit. I washed off this brush, luckily, so I can load it with the safflower oil. This is pure yellow, and then I'm going to use a little bit of this orange right there. So this is what I got. That's a little much. But this is kind of a blendy bit, and I'm going to try to put in basically, oh, that should be lighter maybe. Just a little bit of white maybe on that. It's actually the color I washed out of that brush too. See, as it's close to the rock, it has all that color in there. I'm going to pick that up. So, adding some white to that orangey bit. It's getting a kind of a, maybe it's catching the sun rays. Oh, but that's catching some. Oh boy. Okay. Where's my paper towel? Wipe off the paint. Wipe off the paint. Okay. Some yellow. Some of that white. Or this orange bit I got, and that white. Need to get some of this hopefully sandy looking color, and maybe get some of that sandy in there. Now it's picking up all that purpley bit. Okay. No, there's tons of that. I want that to look like an egress or ingress. This kind of keep that white, light blue, and maybe some of that orangey bit. Just a hint. Make it look like it's going back like that. It doesn't look cloudy or misty at all. Maybe you can fix that. I don't know. Okay, let's try it. It's very blatantly vibrant color going on, which is, I don't know, I guess okay. You know what though? Since I got this brush so full of paint, that's not helping. It doesn't have it. This one's, the green here is a little thick. Just a little bit of this green. See, I don't want to bring it up too much. I want to leave it pretty dark. Well, it's looking very kaleidoscope. Oh, I don't know what to do here. Okay, that's good. Get some green on here, because it's not going to be completely devoid of some type of beach plant bit. And up there should be darker. Here's some brown. I think I'm going to put it here. Okay, this is just looking like a hot mess of some sort or another. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay, painted rock. Wipe off the palette brush. Oh, look at this, man. Really getting all over. New thing. I think this Rembrandt tube, I don't know what this paint, it was clogged. I had to unclog it with a chopstick. It's a nice green. It's a light aquamarine green there, but it was clogged, and I poked it with a chopstick, and it went. Okay, so let's get a little bit of the safflower oil. Bring some of this light aquamarine blue in here, and go into this ocean here, because this here is water, right? And doesn't have to be, try to make it smooth like up here, except for that, it's not looking fun. Oh, and that reminds me, I may as well, since it's light here, a couple of lines in here, give it a real here comes some waves thing, just a few lines. Now this, I'm not sure about what I'm going to do here, but something. Don't like I'm thinking not to blur it too much, you know, like, and get some crisp brush strokes in there. Like over here, this, not sure I'm trying to make this. This wants to be water going down here, like a fresh water spill off. And I think if water's coming down here, it's turning around here, so that's making maybe a shadow on the inside the water, so it would get a little bit more this color on that side. I'm going to place some of this aquamarine blue to suggest that there's a flow going down there. Maybe a little splash up over there. And this has a flow. So they're thinking water. Put a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we got that, and that. Okay. Break. Okay. I'm thinking before it got a little bit too. There's a little bit of that phthalo bluish. And I'm going to. Wait a minute. Put a little bit of that in here, kind of. I want to just blend just a bit of this cloud thing so it doesn't look too. Yeah. Yeah. Push it over here and have a little. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's light and that's dark. A little more, something like that up here. Okay, that's nice. Good. Done. No, this. So I brought back the brown and the blue, like over here. Now you need to touch this up. I mean, it looks like all pretty and everything, but we need it to be a craggly rock bit going on. Especially on this corner. There. And there's something about it's neat, but it's not rockish looking. Okay, kind of needed more blue on that. I don't know what that's doing there, but oh, I also took out some other brown, so I will put it up here. Ugh. Oh, somehow not dark enough. Oh, I hate to be wasting a ton of this cool ultramarine blue, but what's it gonna do? Oh, it didn't do it. It should have. Okay, don't waste paint. I'm gonna put it here. You know what? This might be the point of bust out the black. Rare occasions. So all of this is, I used white, but I didn't use black. But now I think, where did I put it? Oh, I put it over here. So I used it a touch, I think, or something. But ooh, that's a lot. You want to use black very sparingly, but in this case, it's going to get mixed in with some of this stuff. So, oh gosh, that's just, okay. I'm going to put it in there. And another thing in there, because that's a cave. Actually, blue, the dark blue looks darker. It does look darker. And that's just a weird looking thing. Okay, wherever that is. All right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Look at my hands. Okay, you can actually get a lot of oil paint off using a simple paper towel technique, and I clean the palette knife off real fast. You can do that sometimes with the brushes too. You can get a lot of, like, maybe excess paint. So what am I doing here? I don't know. I think there's a lot of color and broadening strokes and stuff like that. I think with just a few bits. Like that. Now, take some paint off with the thing, paper towel, and the little tip of this. I don't know. This is ooh. Boy, I studied Impressionism, but I didn't know I needed to use it as an excuse for something. It's impressionistic. That's what it is. It's the impression of water going down here. And it's interesting because you see paintings, people do read into it, you know, and as you're painting, you might have one plan, and then it does something else. And once again, I'm reading into it and making a different course of action. It's a little like they don't come out like originally intended completely. See, like this, it could be water comes in, splashes up, and then does a little retreat, and then there's some ocean bits over here. And if so, that would mean this rock had something going on here with water, but it would also have a lot of that suds bit shit going on. And I have a phone call. Okay, I did some touch-ups down here with some white. Trying to think, well, this water is going out here and flowing over here and everything. Very brightish colors, and I have a problem. I don't know. It's okay. Not sure what to do next, but it's just about done. I don't think I can do too much more. Okay, there it is. Painted the little guy in there, I think. That's what I'm going to. Oh. Right in here. Yeah, paint a little guy in there. I don't know. I think he's just he's spreading his arms out there. I think he's what do you call it? Maybe he's throwing a fish net. He's throwing a fish net. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. And there it is, a little bit of an ocean going into the sea. Oops, I just painted my shorts. A little ocean, painting into the sea, get the colors, and well, from a distance it's okay. Close up it's like but anyways, a little painting on my birthday. Aloha. Yeah, that's what the palette's looking like. There is one more thing that a dear friend of mine turned me on to as far as comparing things. So here's the palette on kind of basically a wax paper, the painting, just done, signed it, and all that. And I wore this shoddy shirt. Oh, it has a print, looks like it has some paint on it already, But here's the final little Yahoo ritual for Marguerite. This paint's still wet, right? That's right. Wipe off that paint. Kind of like a silk screen. We have kind of a designer shirt.